Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And this is what... Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14. Ravens nothing. Andy Borregales set to kick off. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down, here's Mitchell. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Jackson. Going up top. Touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very...
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 64 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Now Allen
Offside here, caught by Kincaid.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Throwing now is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yes.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives him a first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1.
No, we change it.
This time Jackson will throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norton. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
We change it.
And Jackson throwing once more.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And Walker has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Tyler Luke now to try to field goal.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. There goes a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Allen
will try to pick it up himself.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one by the line of scrimmage.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw, it's Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 4th down, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Allen throwing to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Hess. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's Allen. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nico Collins from 10 yards out. And the Bills have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might have more Power Ranger.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. An option give now to Mitchell. And out across midfield down to the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Ravens 24, Bills 21.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend. And it's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Got him in, it's Brown. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have regained the lead. Borregales now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense. And the defense loses it. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Allen going to throw. On a slant, here's Collins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. The Bills send the punter out. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
They'll dump that one out to Mitchell.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down and 8. Running left, here's Mitchell.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This is first and 10. Here's Allen.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The 20, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Luke now for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
That's the score. Ravens 45. Bills 35. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
They'll come up first and 10 here. To throw is Allen.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10. Allen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Finish it on! Finish it on! 180!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. He'll try to do it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Allen.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Throwing is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down. A gain of 4 yards.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.